This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. To throw is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. On the give, it's White. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
What's up? Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They send Evans in motion. They'll try to run for it. Here's White.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go. Mayfield. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. They send Evans in motion. They'll run with White, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
At the 6-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That is caught to the goal line and in. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Levante David doing his work on defense. Second down and 8.
Attack!
So after one, the Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Mahomes now on second down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Here's second and 9. Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. To throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now Mayfield going up top for Evans. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Here's Mahomes. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. On play, the rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. After suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Motion man set right. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Receiver in motion, going right. On fourth down, they snap it to Mahomes. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Third down and 9.
Run, run, run. What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's taken in, and he's into the end zone. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you could see the result.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. They try to set up the screen here with Pacheco.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco, and he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is...
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 2nd down, Baker. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
First down throw, Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. That's caught! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What a throw. I mean, Mike, you talk about arm strength, and you hear that so often kicked around the league, but to see a guy on the run outside of the pocket be able to not only keep his eyes downfield to watch his receiver break open, but then to be able to put that ball out there far enough on the money. The reality is there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that throw. And fortunately for this offense, they've got a guy and they've got a touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
2 minutes.
Here's 1st and 10.
Kings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dad.
Throwing is Mayfield. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Run. Point it right. What's that?
Throwing is Baker. That is caught. He got Godwin. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send Godwin in motion. He'll try the right side with White. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go play action with Mahomes. Now he's free to midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka maneuvering in there to bring his man down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by White. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Stop!
Mayfield going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
By the Chiefs. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now a little trickery, the old end around. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, 8 for the first down.
Yellow.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. And in motion is Brown. First and 10 for Mahomes. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's White. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
Kings! Hurry!
They send Evans in motion. A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And this is going to be a touchdown.
He's all time. It is what it is. I got a problem.
That's exactly how you stress all week.
My problem is
get the ball and
playing down to the level of my competition. But I do it for you all. Will you not entertain? Did I keep you on the edge of your seat? He's all time.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers go up by 10.
Oh, call the plays.
14 is their
They go run my offense. All time sells the ticket. It is what it is. Build mine from the ground up. I didn't go nowhere for help.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
I got one question.
Now to return it. Now an opening past the 30.
I got one question for Sonny. Hey, Sonny, how many coaches was in your press box trying to help you beat Hog? How many coaches? I know you at least had one in your press box.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A pickup there of 19 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche like Light skin in the ceiling got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make a M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 in a so silly. Yeah, 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 yeah. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dot to his name, but he all gang. Well, you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options.
been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't